This is our first stop at the Ciroc Studios.
Yeah.
This is the first time we've been here.
Yeah.
And they see us. Funk Flex, French Montana.
French Vanilla Ciroc.
French Vanilla Ciroc, you know what that is. Listen, French got the biggest record in the city. I'm just telling you what it is.
What's up, Flex?
Stream sales, everything. Diddy's here. You see him on Forbes. Don't act like you don't. That's all we ask of you. And look, you're going to go in the comments and you're going to be tight here on this YouTube. But you know why you're going to be tight? And you know why you're going to go in those comments? Because you're bitter. And you don't know how to do it like we doing it. We still here. No disrespect, but we mean disrespect. All right? French, what up, bruh?
What's up, Flex? Just here,
Diddy,
man.
Look at Diddy just here.
Yeah. Yeah, he out here still working like an intern.
Oh, the energy, we love it. See, we also want to give background. I want to make sure, you know, I'm originally from the Bronx.
Yeah.
My man French is from the Bronx.
Sure.
Now, I know Diddy is a combo of like Mount Vernon and Harlem. Am I saying that right?
Mount Vernon, once you pass the Jamaican, the whole Jamaican area, Gun Hill and
Yeah, and you got to be careful down there back in the day. That Gun Hill. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
The best of both worlds, absolutely. Now, French.
Rest in peace, Heavy D.
Of course, rest in peace to Heavy D. I mean, all the soldiers and the people that we've lost up there. So, question for you, which we've never talked about. You are originally, of course, from the Bronx, but where did you go to school up there? Like, where did you go to school?
I went to Roosevelt.
Roosevelt
High School. Metal detectors when you walk in.
Roosevelt was known for the ladies, if I remember that correct.
It depends if you want ladies from West Farms Projects or you wanted them from Edenmore Projects or you wanted them to be from right by Grand Concourse. You know, it was kind of, you know.
Fordham Road.
Roosevelt was considered like, it wasn't considered the best, but it wasn't, you know, it was like right under average.
Okay.
You know, I mean, when you walk into a school and there's metal detectors, then, you know, I feel like, you know, and we was right across the street from one of the best colleges in the world, Fordham University.
Fordham University, absolutely. And you know that Fordham University it's like a whole different land. The way that it was gated.
It was like the grass was green on the other side.
Yeah, it was. It's so. Shout out to matter of fact, shout out to my man Ron LaPluma. His son Chris just got accepted to Fordham University. That's my accountant.
Oh yeah, congratulations.
So you know, congratulations.
It's like getting into Harvard.
Oh yeah, it's a nice move there. Yeah, man. Absolutely. So now, you go to Roosevelt. What's the next?
Fordham Road right up the block.
Fordham Road. Listen, I know there's people from the Bronx now. Fordham Road was amazingly known for the ladies, for the mommies.
Mm-hmm.
Easter Sunday, it was popping up there.
Fordham Road was like right close to the Heights, like on your way to Dykeman. So it was like, and then you know, back in the days it was Jimmy's Bronx Cafe. Once you walk up that block,
Jimmy's Bronx Cafe was amazing. I think that's where I lost my marriage. Not sure. I think Jimmy's Bronx. Yeah, I think that was
Shout out to Jimmy.
Yeah, shout out to Jimmy's Bronx Cafe.
Yeah.
So high school happens. What happens to you? High school finishes. Did you graduate from high school?
Yeah, I graduated.
So what happens? Where does French? Are you known as French Montana yet?
Nah.
What is? If someone walked up to you on the street, what did they call you?
It was just Kareem and Frenchie.
Kareem or Frenchie.
Yeah.
Either one. So that's what you were known for. Now is Zach also up here in the Bronx as well?
Yeah, Zach. Yeah, I think Zach. Yeah, he was just starting school when I graduated.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he was just starting school. Then I think at that time he got incarcerated.
Okay.
So he left for like 3 years and came back. But I got out of school. Then it was just like there was like you can't go to college because you don't got your papers.
Okay.
You know,
what papers did you need?
Before I came to this concrete jungle, I was from the real jungle, North Africa.
Got you.
So when I made my way here, there was like when I graduated, there was like, I used to play ball.
No.
And shout to the coach that cut me because I didn't make it to class. I wish you could see me now. I wish you could see me now.
I think he does.
You know, so they didn't let me go to college again, you know, because I couldn't get a scholarship because my paperwork wasn't straight.
Okay.
Then basketball didn't work. And I was just like, you know what? Here we go. That's when the journey started. That's what made Montana.
So now you don't do college. Of course, you graduate high school. What's your next state? What's your next step after that? Like, just what's your next journey? What happens for you?
Construction.
You really did work construction?
Nah, flex, man.
Okay, that's the code. You gave me the code word? You gave me the
Nah, I just had to.
You don't want to tell too much.
No. I just had to get it how I get it. You know, I felt like
that was key. Get it how I get it.
Yeah, because you know, when my mother came here, you know, I mean, we was on welfare and everything, so it was just at a point where it's just like I couldn't see her struggle no more.
This is your mom, the family.
This like when we came, my mother and my father, you know. So when we came, he couldn't take it, so he left us here. So she was sacrificing, like she wanted to stay here because we can get a better opportunity out here. But, and I'm saying instead of North Africa. So she was like, she told my pops, I'm not going back with you, and that kind of caused their marriage, and they was together for 25 years. You know, so that kind of like she sacrificed.
You smell $1,000 bills?
Yeah.
I smell $1,000 bills.
Now you gotta get them. You gotta make sure your that camera got a crane.
So you feel that your mom wanted to stay and your father wanted to move back.
Oh, my father left. He left. Yeah, he left. He couldn't take it. You know,
is it that he didn't like it here?
No, because he was living like a king in Africa. So when he came here, it wasn't like that. It was like, nah, that ain't happening.
Okay.
So he left, and my mother was like, nah, I'm staying. I want my kids to have. She saw this before it happened. You know, so she stayed. Then after that, it was just like, I was like, I can't have you like working like that.
Was that hard for you?
I mean, of course. I mean, when you gotta go out there and get it, and you don't know where it's coming from, it's hard for anybody.
And what about your parents splitting at that point? Because it's not even like somebody does wrong. It's like a lifestyle change because somebody wants something different.
Exactly. Because they was together for like 25, 30 years, and he was like, I'm leaving. She was like, I ain't leaving. So if this gotta cause our marriage, we good. And she just
Did they ever like?
And it's so ill. She's the real gangster. She ain't speaking no English, no nothing. She was just like, I'm gonna get a job. I'm gonna do whatever.
And she learned.
She stayed. And
so
made it happen.
What's going through your mind when, you know, coming from West Africa, living good, and now you're in
North Africa.
North Africa.
You know they're gonna go ham on Twitter if you say West Africa.
North Africa.
Yeah.
And you're here. This is a lifestyle change for you too, because you're used to your family living a certain way.
Yeah, it's a culture shock. It's everything, you know.
Did you ever, at any point, were you ever upset at your mom? Did you ever feel a certain way because?
You crazy? You didn't know I would have been in Africa?
So you were happy? Were you happy when it happened?
That was the best decision somebody ever made for me.
So at the time when she was doing it, you saw on her page. You saw what she.
At the time, I didn't know what was going on. I wasn't getting into it.
Okay.
You know, I know what was happening, but now I see it that she saw it before it happened.
So now you're in a household, welfare. That means you're not getting everything. What? I mean, you can use abbreviation for it.
Yeah.
What enables you to turn that around? What's your first way of turning that lifestyle around?
I mean, the first thing on my mind was I can't have my mother working like this. You know what I mean? I remember I walked in on her one day and she was just, you know, she was working at this chicken spot, and there was like your mother in the back, and I walked to the back, and she was praying, crying, and I was like, nah, this can't happen. That's when, you know, that's when you gotta do what you gotta do.
Gotcha.
And look, and we blessed, we here now. Fresh vanilla Ciroc.
Now, we're not gonna skip over. Now, we ain't gonna get too graphic, but now that means, by all means necessary, you're gonna take care of your family.
Of course.
Correct?
Of course.
Now, in that, so because there's a point where you get on my radar is really before the music. Now, in terms of you're doing what
like French going crazy out there.
Well, I mean, you got you got on my radar from the DVDs.
Okay.
It was Cocaine City.
Yeah, Cocaine City. Yeah.
Cocaine City and
yeah.
I can't. Oh. He's so stupid. Man, talk about somebody who still enjoys it, bro.
For real.
Oh, man. Okay, so now, take me a little bit before Cocaine City. What were you doing before that? Because there has to be somewhere. I mean, you're doing what you need to do.
Honestly,
to have your family survive. What happens after that? Like, do you move your mom out? Do you like?
No, honestly, back then I was just trying to get on with the music.
Even when you're like.
No, I mean, no, it was like a little space where I wasn't. But then after that, I was like, I gotta do something, you know. Something that's right. So the music, everybody was cheating at the time. That's when the cheat code was allowed to happen. That's when Envy had whatever it is. That's when K-Slate had Pat Pools. That's when
okay,
Clue
you get
had
with
Fab.
you can
That's
get with a
like
DJ and get on.
Every DJ had a rap, and I was like, yo, this is cheating. Like, if you can't play my music unless I sign to you.
Okay.
So it's kind of wild. That's when we came up with the Cocaine City DVDs. It was like, like the platform. How can we come up with that platform to showcase whatever we doing without signing to a DJ? So Smack was the hottest thing out. It was like, you know what, we're gonna grab all these real drug dealers that we knew. Shout out to Pee Wee Kirkland, shout out to everybody. And we was gonna call it Cocaine City, and we was gonna put it out as a message. This is what can happen to you if you slang, and this is the rappers. You know what I'm saying? And you can learn from both.
Yeah, absolutely.
So then we put our own thing in it. Let's not forget that. By the time they got the volume 5, they was like, oh, I like this guy. But then the most important part about that, this when the Diddy hustle kicked in, I was getting paid and I was promoting myself.
Even better.
You know, so it's
Even
like
better.
instead of, you know, just promoting yourself and not making no money, wasn't making no sense. So it's like, you know what, that's how we're gonna do it. Shout out to Smack too.
So did this now allow you to, you know what, speaking of Cocaine City, correct me if I'm wrong, you had Boy George, was it from the Bronx?
Yeah, Boy George from the Bronx. Shout out to Boy George.
Which was, you know, probably at the time, you know, just that you know, New York, we not condoning, I hope I'm using the right word, condone, we're not glorifying the lifestyle, but we are talking about something that lived, something that existed.
Yeah.
So, with these DVDs happening, and this is now your platform, and this is now your, are you thinking I want to rap? Are you thinking I want to make music? Are you want to make albums? Is this where your mindset's at here?
At first we was just rapping. At first we was just rapping, battling, going up doing Fight Club, you know, like we was really battling, like going to projects and battling, doing this, doing that. You know, we in the Bronx. You know, all these DVDs was happening. You know, just like, you know, the first stepping stones. So that was happening at the time. But then once we started coming up with these DVDs and, you know, Boy George and the Guy Fishers and you know, and the real legends, and we was like, you know what, we gotta put it together like that.
And so were you making money from selling the DVDs? Like you, so
Nah,
were you the person walking around?
Nah, it was promotional use only.
Oh, yes, sorry. Promotional use only? Oh my goodness. So, all right, so you're building a brand.
Yeah.
So, this is, I mean, I want to say, was your first deal, was it Akon? Was that your first situation?
Yeah, it was Shot the Gabi. Akon was just walking by watching one of the DVDs, heard a song, he was like, you know, he wanted to do something.
And he signed you.
Yeah.
From there.
It was like a 6-month thing.
We can't tell the watch story. Don't tell it now.
Yeah.
I know me and you did it for something else.
Stop.
We did it for something else. Leave it? I'll leave it. Okay, we'll leave it. Let's save it for that.
Nah, shout to Akon. He gave me a fake watch for my birthday. I'm heated.
Akon, don't tighten up with me, bro.
I love him. That's my brother.
I know I brought it up.
Nah.
I know I brought it up.
I'm still waiting for my other watch, Akon.
Let's take time out. Akon, let me talk to you, bro.
See, you gotta speak about it.
Listen.
It can't do funny stuff like that.
And Akon, you know you're my brother. I want to start the conversation like that, so you know I am your brother. And the only reason I know that story is because me and French did something else where someone else brought it up, keeping it a buck. Like French didn't even bring it up. Matter of fact, they had to drag it out of him, and I'm bringing it up because I remember that it happened. And Akon, we just need you to fix this up. Keep it a buck, like 1,000. Like that's it. And listen, we're gonna go on the gram. We're gonna tell fake watch busters to leave you alone. They not gonna post this up. But we need to vibe. We gotta clear this up because I'm gonna tell you something. This story's getting ready to spiral, bro. Cause
Nah, it was my birthday too.
it was his birthday, and it was a
like, yo,
a documentary.
Nah, he was like, close your eyes, I got a present for you.
Oh shit!
And put a fake watch on my wrist. I'm heated.
That you didn't know was fake at the time.
Nah, I didn't know it was fake. I was like, nah, cause I be taking all my joints to like my jeweler to clean.
Yeah.
My jeweler was like, who gave you this? I said, Akon for my birthday. I'm hype. He was like, Akon didn't give you this. I know him.
Oh my Christ!
Yo,
In his defense, though.
Yeah, it is.
We're
No,
gonna say
Akon, my brother. I
No,
love
in
him
his
to death.
defense, he may not have known.
Yeah, he might not. Cause when I hit him, he was like, oh my God, he might have sold it to me fake.
Yeah, and he maybe he didn't pay top dollar for it.
But it's been 10 years though. Why you ain't fix that?
See, this is what
You feel me? That's my brother, but you know.
we just need, for real, my brother. We gotta fix this like this.
But thank God though, it's 200,000 right here.
Hey, look, we just want.
Factory.
We're gonna talk. I'm gonna hit you on the gram. I'm gonna hit you in the DM. You just
No, Akon, my brother, man. But you know, Africans, you know, I was used to it. Even when I was back home in Africa, it's always been like this. Yeah, it's always been like this. It's always been like turbulence.
He said
Yeah. Nah.
turbulence is some bumpy shit that happens for a second. When you really break down the definition of turbulence,
You go
it's
through that.
temporary,
Yeah.
but it happened. But it's
Yeah.
discomfort involved.
It
Wow.
happened. Shout out to Akon though.
Okay, so it's crazy how he shouts you right after that. It's crazy.
Yo, flex.
Yo, shout.
I ain't never speak about it in like what, 8 years.
Yo, shout to you.
Now we
Akon.
was doing the interviews. Gabi came. He was like,
Yeah, Gabi blew it up.
Gabi was like, remember that time he gave you a fake watch?
I was like, oh my God, what the fuck is he talking? Shit. Okay, so then you signed to Akon, which is now Interscope, right?
Yeah.
And then so now you're there for a while. I know you put out a record. What's the record that I liked? You know, Gabi always, of course, talked highly of you. Fat Joe, I want to see him. Gabi was first, but Fat Joe one day made me feel stupid for not knowing your music. Like he was in this room, and he said, "Flags." I said, well, he's sleeping, man. I said, first one. I said, I know of him, but what was the guy who worked for us at the time? He was an intern.
That was around the corner.
What was his name? Aaron. Yeah. Aaron, listen. I had a guy that used to blog for me. His name was Aaron. He was in charge of the music. The first year I started in FlexWeTrust.com. And this guy was so much on the pulse of the music. The only problem is he didn't know how to compete with other bloggers who wanted his slot. So he didn't know how to push people back. So he was my barometer, and everything that I don't want to lie to you, everything he told me always came into fruition. He was from the Bronx. I don't remember what part. And I said, French Montana was sleeping flex. I said, all right, tell me some songs. He ran down 12 songs. Quick. Yeah, quick. Like, and knew when everything else was dropping. So that was what, I knew of you before that and making
that
good
was around
music.
the Max B days.
Max B. You had that you heard, that was
like
the Bronx, bro. That was
that was the Coke Wave mixtapes.
And then you had Mace on a song. What was the song you had Mace?
Minute.
New York. And Mace had really been out of circulation for a second when you had him on that song.
Yeah, he was definitely.
Like, how did you get to Mace at that time? What year is this? What are we? We're early, or like we 04, 05? Where are we?
Yeah, probably like
06, 07 is where we're at.
Yeah, 06, 07.
Because now you're not even moving with Diddy yet. So, but you. How did Mace come into the picture?
This Shot the Kiss. He was the first one to give me a verse when I was coming up. So that was New York Minute.
Jada.
Yeah,
okay.
shout to Jada.
New York Minute. I remember that song.
What up, Hal? Shout out to the whole Yonkers. He definitely did. Then Nicki Minaj was coming up too. I got a verse from her. Then Mace heard the song after you've been playing it for a couple of times, and he just jumped on it out of nowhere. He came out of. That's why that music is powerful sometimes. The right song will bring you out of retirement.
And it was a mean verse.
Yeah, he killed it. Oh, he killed it. Shout out to Harry Fraud. That was the Harry Fraud.
So you was with Harry Fraud then?
Yeah. Harry Fraud been in the picture the whole time.
Okay, I did not know that.
And after that, Chopper Down.
Mean.
Shot Caller.
That Chopper Down. I remember Khaled and Buttafuoco. You know, I'm not much to travel out of town, and it was one holiday weekend.
It was in Miami.
It was Miami,
South
and
Beach.
Khaled and Buttafuoco. You know, it was like, we really want you to just come out this year. I probably hadn't played Miami in like 5 years, maybe 6.
Yeah.
And I think I called all the local DJs to find out what was going on. So I want to be so honest. My first 10, 15 minutes, I struggled in the club because I said, let me get on early and figure out this room.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't remember what portion of the night
Well, you threw that chopper.
when that chopper down on in the club when I'm in Miami, and this is 2000 deep, and it turns the club upside down. I didn't even see. I think I saw you that night. I didn't see you yet though. I didn't even know you were coming.
Yeah, you hit me and told me like this is the hottest shit on South
Yeah,
Beach.
right.
I remember.
I said, I'm out here, and then but I felt like I saw you. Did I see you that night? I didn't see you in the club that
Nah,
night.
you
I
had-
spoke to you back
You had
home.
hit me. You had
I
hit
hit
me.
you.
Yeah, you had
So-
sent me a text.
And I don't think Wiz Khalifa was on it yet.
Nah,
And I don't
this
think
was just chopper. Yeah,
I
it was
don't
just
think
me and
Ross
Waka.
was on it yet,
It
right?
was me and Waka.
You and Walker, and I was like, wow. And you know, I'm gonna tell you something. For anybody who, I know a lot of people have that image of French not making his bones in New York, and you know something, there was no way to break in New York at that time, and I understood full circle when I saw that record ringing in Miami. I said, it was the first time I understood your plan. I did not get your plan before that until I was like, this record's super big hit. It did eventually come to New York, but it did. Is that how you started your relationship with Ross? That verse that he put on that record?
Yeah, after Chop It Down, I think this is how I met Spiff too. They called me to the studio, and it was at Daddy's house.
Mm-hmm.
That's when Ross was working on his album, on Self-Made album. And he was like, yo, put a verse on this. I did it, and he was like, yo, I want to bring you to MMG. And that was the night we met in New York.
Okay.
But then I did New York Minute for New York, but then New York was just kind of like too crazy at the time. So I just
records
went,
weren't moving.
Yeah,
And
I
then
was
maybe
like,
I never said this to you, French. I am partially to blame for that as well.
no,
No, listen, but just in general, because
Yeah.
I was out of town too.
Yeah.
You know, I sometimes I say, look, I'm quick to point the finger sometime at other DJs.
Yeah.
But I was also on that wave. And what kind of took me on that wave, French, is when I was doing the car show tour and I was going to all the markets, like there would always be some record locally that was just a mashing.
Yeah.
So I would bring it home and play it. I never told DJs to just keep playing. But I would
you
bring
was
that
setting a
one
trend,
tone.
yeah.
But then I understood it. I understood it as it went along. And I do think at the time when you were coming through, there was the New York rap was like, I think the quality was there, but the
You know who did it before
camaraderie
me?
wasn't there.
You know who did it before me? Nikki.
Correct.
It wasn't
Absolutely.
working for Nikki here, so she went down south and got with Deb, with the same person that I got with too. And from that, she blew up out there, and then New York embraced her.
I remember Nicki Minaj in the beginning. No one really knew her in New York, but she was putting 2000 in the club in Jersey. Like it was just like, and I remember too, even before the people knew you were putting 2000 in Connecticut. Like that was like.
But New York was always like that. Like New York got to see somebody else.
Conceited.
Yeah.
And
Then they'd be
cocky.
Like, yeah. Then they'd be like, you know what? Oh, he's one of ours.
It took time.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, but there should be a blueprint, you know what I'm saying, for a lot of artists. You know what I'm saying? If you out here, like, don't get frustrated because, you know, you ain't getting your record play. Go out there and go out there and get it. It's not just one market in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's plenty markets.
So now you meet Ross. He's talking MMG.
Yeah.
And then what happens for you there? What turned you? Because now, what label is that Chopper Down on? That's on Interscope?
No label.
No label. So then where does that take you to?
I remember coming to, what was the strip club in Queens? Perfections. That's when I dropped the mixtape.
Packing it out.
After Chop It Down. Then I just remember DJ Enough and Carmelo. They was in the DJ booth. That's when Shot Caller came out. And that shit came on. Shit just went ham. It was like.
And I'm gonna tell you something, New York. Shot Caller was originally there was a
That
hot.
was a freestyle for you.
I was originally gonna get back into the mixtape game.
Passed on that.
Yeah, I was originally gonna get back to the mixtape game.
Let's keep it funky,
yeah,
Black.
I was originally, and then
Passed on that, Black.
I did. I'm gonna tell you, I was going to, and then I said, because he was gonna give me the song to put on my album, and then I said, you know what, I'm gonna let the young boys keep doing their album thing, and I didn't ever put.
You had called me. You gave me the big talk about the album. I'm coming back. We about to do this, friends. Let's go. I hit up Fraud. I was like, yo, Fraud, I got this idea. Let's do it. Fraud came. We knocked it out.
And it was
I give it to Flex. You know what?
I know.
I thought about it, French, and right now, just not the right time to do it. I said, you know what? Let me throw this on my mixtape. And look, it just took off.
Me, my brother.
And that's what really took it to the next level. And that's the one.
Are you still not on a label here? You're still not on a label.
Still.
So you have Chopper Down,
New York Minute, about 5 mixtapes, Shot Caller, then probably like other joints I just forgot about.
Now where does Max B get arrested in all of this? Is Max B locked up yet?
Where's he at? Yeah. By Shot Caller.
New York Minute.
Nah, hell no.
Yeah. What year was that? He came out for a little while.
He got locked up in 2008.
Yeah, but
no, but he wasn't locked. Oh, okay, no. I think he got locked and bailed. Because when he was in bail, he came to the car show. I remember that.
I think he did get locked up by 2007.
I'll tell you what record was out. Ballin' was out, and he was on that other Dipset record.
Yeah, but that's further back than that.
So what year is Ballin'?
Tail on a Donkey.
Yeah,
but
that to me that was his best
that's
hook.
Before that though.
That's before he got
2009.
He got booked for that one.
And I'm saying after he was out that little bit of time, he went in 2009.
Yeah.
He was out for a little bit. He came out.
And went back into
kind of like a long minute. It wasn't like he
was out on that bail.
He was out on the bail.
And then after he went to trial, then that's when he got.
Max B came to the car show with his hat to the side. When Ballin' and a couple other records came on, he turned his back and took his glasses out of his shirt or wherever he had it and was like, this guy was a different type of funny that day.
Nah.
Like his whole aura and energy. He's a young man, but like with a 50 or 60-year-old soul, like his jokes and his his energy, his vibe, you know.
He have you crying all day.
Oh, different type. So how did you and Max B meet? How did you meet Max B?
We met through a close friend of mine, Kai City. He from Mount Haven Project.
Okay.
So we just connected. He knew them. And you know they knew us, so as soon as we connected, we just started making music. Mm-hmm. And just from there on.
And at this time, he's making music. Of course, he's making music already. Is he?
Yeah. He's making music. I think he just dropped like "Blow Me a Dub."
Okay.
But then we was like, you know, then as soon as we started vibing out, we was like, let's put the Coke Wave thing together.
Okay.
And he was like, let's make it happen. We made like 5 records, and it just took off after that by itself.
So getting back to Ross and MMG.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so where do you go from there? What is your next move after that? You're not on a label. Mm-hmm. You have 3 hit records that are floating around. You're from New York City. What is the next upward move for French Montana?
You want me to keep it all 1 million with you?
1 million.
Because you're my brother. It was like when I went to go see Ross, when I flew out there to Miami, he was like, yo, French, I got an opportunity for you. I said, what that mean? He was like an opportunity. I said, what comes with that? He was like, an opportunity. I'm like, you know, shout out to Rose. He's like one of the most realest niggas I ever met in my life in this game. You know, so he was like, yo, French, but you know, if I can't give you what you need right now, I'm like, yo, look, I need to get right. I need to be, you know what I'm saying? But I ain't no Puff at the time.
You need a certain amount. You need to get this right.
I need to get
Records
right.
come out, let's get this money right.
Yeah, and I need to get my shit together. And he was like, yo, you know, my brother Puff, man, I think. Yeah, I mean, with me and Puff, once we met, it was just, you know, we met at Puff Vegas. Puff, when we met at first time, Vegas, right? That was the first time we met. Yeah, we
Smell
met.
like
Yeah.
$1,000 bills.
Yeah, we met in Vegas the first time, and we flew back together. And after that, we just,
So what made Rose connect you with Puff? Like is it that was the MMG situation
'Cause I
good
think,
but not great?
No, it was just like, I already made a lane for myself as far as opportunity go. Like, you can't give me a big opportunity to, you know what I'm saying, what's going on. But as far as Puff, I think Rose was real close with Puff. You know what I'm saying? So he was
Understood what it would be for you in that situation
exactly.
at the level you were
I
at.
love people like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, Rose wasn't selfish. She was just like, look, this is it's going to be a bigger play with you and Puff.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, yeah, your Puff, whatever it is. And after that, it was just,
That's it. Let's get.
Once I met Puff, it was just.
Let's get it. Let's get it right.
Yeah, but it was just the vibe, and it was like, you know what I'm saying? It was bigger than anything.
What was there a time? What's the time where you? What happened in your career? Because it happens to all of us at some point where you were concerned if you were going to make it in this business. What moment was that? Because everyone has a moment like that.
Man, honestly, I don't think I had one of them moments.
Mm-mm.
I think the only moment I had is when my pops left and I saw my mother struggling. That was the moment I was like
Concerned.
How am I gonna get her out this situation? That's my success right there. Everything else is just a given.
No turning back. You're like, I gotta make it. This
Yeah,
has
as
to
far as
happen.
music, I do this in my sleep. You just named 3 joints that I had before I even got on.
Early.
Like, let's name like the.
Oh, the
Let's
monsters.
name like let's name when it started.
Ain't worried about nothing. Pop that. I mean, that album was.
And I'm with the biggest hit maker in the world. If I need something, I'm going to his computer.
And you know, you had records on that album I really enjoyed too.
I tried that last week.
Let Me In? Did he allow you in?
But it's just this album, these records we got ain't slowed down yet, so I'm just waiting.
I mean, I'm aware of the sales somewhat. Correct me if I'm wrong. So it's, of course, you're on Bad Boy, and
Sure.
you're like approaching platinum on the single, correct?
On a single?
On the single. I know worldwide it's something else, but I know.
No, the single is almost 4-time platinum.
Lord.
In the States alone.
Lord.
Yeah, it's almost diamond around the world.
I'm not counting your money. I don't want you to think I don't want you to.
Yeah, the album. Yeah.
But that's what I did when
album,
you said that number.
Yeah, the album is gold going on platinum. And then we just started. We just cracked the top 10 on pop. So it's just about to everything about to double up. So.
You know what?
Great year.
You know, even when French is out of town,
we didn't even go to the second single yet.
the second single can't get any burning because this ain't come down. You need this to come down a little bit. You know, French is.
Yeah, we trying to get another single and we can't even get nothing in. It's like.
Just as you know, shout to Maria. French is the only person I'm not allowed to go to a party with. I'm not allowed to be on a plane with. Yo, I'm gonna tell you when I finish myself. When I posted French Montana on that plane, shooting that video, I was done. I'm hyped. Cause I'm like, yo, this nigga is like, yo, I know when that camera. Nigga, you ain't gotta tell me.
She called you?
Oh, now I posted. Oh, you. That's what we doing? That's what you think that's? I said, nah, you saw it. Okay, that's what. No, listen. I think I was with her. No, I was on the phone with her, and then
crippled yourself.
Yeah, then I was with friends someplace, and I FaceTime. I said, "Look, I'm here. Whatever that was happening," and she went.
God.
Unreal. Yo, French, you has an amazing. I'm gonna tell you your best post on the Instagram.
What's that?
You had a post of you and a girl at a poolside.
By the beach, you mean in Barcelona?
And you said it was your caption, though.
I said, thank God I don't gotta explain myself to nobody.
French.
You know what kind of freedom that's like?
Maria, don't get mad at me. And what he had on that gram, that young lady, yo, her face was not even showing.
Yeah, can't. Because the other rappers start looking for her.
Wait, yeah. And cornball basketball players. A cornball basketball player always want to get next to a rapper's girl or wife. Guess what? They let you have them, bruh. Because you know why? I never told you dumb basketball players about this. I'm going to tell you why y'all so stupid. Rappers love when they girl goes to you because y'all pick up the tab after that. They love it. Holla at me. Let me walk
Can
you
I get a
through
cup of
this.
ice?
They should be. I'm going to tell you something that could happen in the basketball world that would be so influential. A basketball player, one basketball player needs to open a school. And the name of the school should be endorsed by Khaled, DJ Khaled, and it's called Don't Play Yourself. And basketball should teach y'all how to move with your money and your, and rapper wives. All right? We can help. See, y'all forget. That's why y'all end up on, what is it, Baller Alert? Right?
They named it after them?
Yo, Kevin Hart, don't worry about it, bro. It's gonna blow over. I would mean to bring that up. Nah, it's gonna blow over. I'm gonna give some.
Too soon.
It's gonna blow over. It's gonna blow over. There's just some key mistakes in that.
Yeah, shout out to Kevin Hart, man.
In threesomes, bruh, nobody should be loose unless they into the action. No, you want me to shut up?
Yo, please.
Nobody should be loose on a loose couch with a phone. Like that, that's nuts and bananas. If everyone's not participating in what's going on naked,
Both of your hands should be active.
then this is a wrap. This whole party's canceled. Nigga, you should have canceled that party. And if you're gonna be in town a couple days, let me talk to you a few more days later.
Hold them hips, right?
Yeah.
The hold the phone. Grip on some.
Like, what are you doing down there? What? Shut the fuck up. We're gonna edit? All right, sorry. All right. Sorry, there's no talk like that in the Ciroc Lounge.
Thank you, brother.
So, I mean, French, first of all, and last of all, I was gonna mention that you always keep yourself close to the city, because even you could be in another country and you'll call me and you'll ask me like what's going on with the music or what's going on in the records, and you ask about certain songs. And I'm gonna tell you something, I've never called French New York. I could say Young M.A. or whatever's going on. He feels it. He even pays attention to artists and their other music. I've always noticed that, but you really pay attention to what's going on.
Yeah.
And how people are moving, and I don't always get that conversation sometimes when I talk to an artist that's as big as you, because a lot of times they try to act like they don't see it,
Yeah.
or it doesn't matter.
Oh no, I see it. I'm trying to see it before anybody else see it. You know, that's
do it
my
now?
thing. Yeah. I have to. You know, I just I feel like we missed a lot of records that. I mean, well, me, like when I see records before they come out, I feel like I'm helping the culture of New York by like just embracing them, and even if I can guide an artist to the right way. And
Do you have some? I would really like to know who French Montana likes in New York, or who that you feel is a good artist that's in New York City.
In New York, man, I feel like everybody doing their thing. I feel like right now it's definitely like a wave coming up. You know what I'm saying? Especially from the Bronx, especially from Harlem.
Feels good, right?
Yeah. It's I mean, you brought it back.
I'm on it. I tell you, I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I still enjoy the music. I love, you know what I love about an artist, French? I love an artist. I love seeing an artist when he's in a stage where he doesn't have a hit record and he has talent and he's kind of trying to find his way. And believe it or not, I like when I can't get him on the phone. You know why? Because I love that an artist goes from point A to point B to point C, and you that busy, and you moving, and you putting your shit together. Some DJs get mad at that. I love that. Yo, listen, call me when you free, bruh.
Yeah.
I'm watching your gram. You out here moving.
No, you're right.
You know what I mean? And I love that. I love that about an artist. I love seeing them grow. I love seeing them get money. I love that first time they put the glasses on and hop out of the big car.
Yeah.
Because it's.
But you love when you help them too, and they get extra busy too after a while.
Well, no, French. I was like that. I was French. But you know something? I've grown.
Okay.
I've grown. You know why? Because it's not cool. I don't think when the rapper doesn't get to that point, because you know what?
Yeah.
You know he wants to get to that point, and you know what? You know, French. Me and you've had these conversations on the phone. I know I've offended a few rappers. You know, I have. You know, because I'm opinionated, and I have a way that I feel about the culture that may be a little old school to some, and it may not be where today's rapper is, but I got the way I feel. You know, I think for 2018, I'm gonna reach out to a few rappers I pissed off. I feel like I can get into. I feel like French. I can get into the right mind state by January.
Yeah, for sure.
And look, I'm gonna tell you, French is a person I call on the phone. Sometimes it won't be nothing he has to do with, and I'll say, "Yo, French, what do you think? How you think I should handle this?" And he always keeps it 100. He'd be like, "Man, you might as well go fix that up," or vice versa. Sometimes I never gonna say a name.
Team love, man.
Or sometimes French say, "You know, nah, man, fuck him."
Nah, it's team love this year. You know. You know.
Team love?
Yo, for real. And Flex, you know what? You I don't think you understand how powerful you are. Like you're real powerful. Like some of these artists out here, and I'm gonna tell you that they don't step out the box of making different kind of music. Is gonna put them in a different box because you're so powerful.
I mean, I love
they
it.
They know even if it sound like, they're like, what is this?
Yeah, I
not
don't.
what New York City sound like.
Yeah, I don't want to play that no more, French. I woke up one. I think I called French too. I said, "French, I'm so tired of this shit, my nigga. I don't want to play records like this no more. I didn't want to do it. I don't want to play no records with funny dances. I don't like funny hair color. I like. You know what? I want to take that back. I want to say something. I'm okay with differences and changes and things that happen, you know. And probably the thing that bent me the most out of shape was, don't tell me that Notorious B.I.G. is overrated. I can't stand still for. When you tell me the Notorious B.I.G. is overrated, that means you don't understand what the Notorious B.I.G. is. And it's okay to not understand it, because for you to say that, I know you don't understand it. And if I listen to your album and I hear your album is good, but I also can hear on your album that you don't do this. Don't downplay Biggie's bars, you know, just because you're not a bar rapper. It's okay. That's like me saying, look, yeah, I like to race on the West Side Highway every now and then, but I ain't Dale Earnhardt Jr., and I ain't downplaying that either. I respect what he does on that track. You know, like, it's like just because you can't do it, don't down the next man and try to say it's not right, because you know that gets respect. That's what. That's just one of the incidents, but that's what. I mean, I'm okay with all that stuff, and I'm okay with that music. I just want my city, and when I say my city, I don't mean me as in mine. I just want stuff too that sounds like what I grew up on, and what I like, and what I enjoy, and what I hear in the 5 boroughs. If I go to a bar deep in Queens, I know what I'm gonna hear. I'm gonna hear, you know. I used to down the strip clubs, but I'm gonna tell you something I like about the strip club that I like more than anything else. You could be a guy and go in the strip club and get the DJ to play your record in that strip club. I've heard a lot of records in that strip club that wasn't South sounding records or whatever, from a lot of good New York artists, to say, yo, let me get that, or let me listen to that. So I am gonna 2018 French. I'm gonna clean up. You're gonna be surprised. There's a few people I want you to connect me with.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a few people I want you to connect me up.
I ain't gonna lie, you be real brutal up here sometimes.
I know. It's bad. It's bad. It's
Do you really crank this up in your car? If you do, call up.
Like, and I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you why I'm allowed to talk like that in New York. Cause, and no disrespect to a rapper, and I know this is gonna sound disrespectful to some DJs, you can't pay me to play nothing. I don't want your money. I don't want anything from you. I don't want anything that curbs my integrity. I don't want anything that makes me not. I want to be able to tell you if your record's great, it's great, and I want to be able to tell you if your record's trash, it's trash. So, you know, I'm strongly against that, and I know people always think when I'm spinning back a record or putting a bomb on it, you're getting paid to do that. No, that bomb wouldn't mean nothing to people the way it does if it had a price on it. It means something because when I really like something, there's a button next to the turn. I go like this.
Yeah.
I really like it. Like if I like it, I put the bomb on it.
Yeah.
That's the only reason y'all like the bomb. If the bomb was over bullshit, this conversation wouldn't even happen.
Exactly.
You wouldn't even care. So that's our music
There's a
talk.
couple times they be sending you records you playing one time, they be like, you know what? You could tell when you like a record, you spin it back for a whole hour. You send him a record, he play it twice, he be like, yeah, I gotta get a better record. He don't gotta tell you.
You know, I think I give off those signs, right? Yeah, I do.
That's how you know Flex like a record. When you send it to him, he play it one time or one in the hook back, then the commercial come on, then.
Yo, my God, he called my, yo, friend.
You don't even gotta call him, ask him if he like it.
Yeah, like this, let me get something else.
Yeah, you
Oh,
know.
man.
Like it's 30 to an hour.
I've had some. I'm gonna tell you my biggest record I ever slept on, America, and I slept on this record. Wu-Tang, Protect Your Neck. I was a record. RZA, he wasn't even RZA then. He was Rakim, and I was playing in the red zone. He said, "I got this record coming, Flex." I wasn't even on the radio. I was just in the clubs, and I said, and he gave it to me. But I'm gonna tell you somebody who played it that was on the radio at the time. Kid Capri was on the radio at the time, and I heard him play it, and I was like, that sound all right. I don't love it. And the tunnel was open, and I was packing up my records at the tunnel, and 30 cars came by circling the block playing Protect Your Neck, and I knew this record wasn't on the radio. There was no mixtape. This is how, and that means the nigga got it some way. And my man was with me. He was like, I was like, I hit, nigga. Give me a minute, I got it. Let me soak it in, right? So then, and I remember I tested. I didn't even play in the tunnel first. I played in the Palladium on a Friday night. It was like 3,000 people. I said, let me let this fly. It lit the room up. I was like, oh my God, this is a record. And I think I came back to the radio. RZA, it's okay. I know I know RZA.
Same with how you slept on me first too. It's the same.
I slept on. My street team guy had to tell me what it was. He said, I think he said to me too, not street team, the blog. I think he said, you know, Flex, you from the Bronx. I said, I know, man, but I'm just not up on it, man. This is, and you know, I caught up fast. You know, yo, let me tell you something.
You knew it when I came out and
Sin City. Was it Sin City? No.
No, Sin City. They stopped the door at 8.
Yeah, Sin City was big. I think I played. Was it your birthday party or album release?
Yeah. So look, it was my birthday, but the club didn't even have no money, none of that. It was like a spot that I always like to go to, a strip club in the Bronx. Shout out to Sin City, the biggest. You know,
and a lot of people can't pack that. A lot of people have not packed that.
So I just booked him, and I paid it out of my own pocket. That's how I remember. Flex a DJ had see what the love is like in the Bronx. They shut that door at 8 o'clock.
I remember that night. It was mean.
You know,
it might have been. Was it me? It might have been me and Camilo. I think. I don't remember.
No, it was just you. It was just you. But then the main time, it was in what's the thing here? Me and Fat Joe and Jim and everybody.
Webster.
That's when I came out, and they went.
I didn't understand it then. I fully understood. Wait, I'm gonna tell you what was the remix you had?
I'm going hard in the paint.
Yeah, and I'm gonna tell you. Shout to, is it Will? Yep. I think Will. Yep. He used to always tell me, but you ain't played the one with French. Yep. And I was like, yeah, but the other one's cracking. He's like, yeah, but they know the one with French. Yep. So this is the first time, I'll be honest, when I heard it come on, what was the record again?
Going Hard in the Paint.
Hard in the Paint. I thought French was going brick with the record. I swear, when I first heard it come, I was like, this ain't his song. I don't know if they're gonna. And niggas start, I'm like, is he rioting? Like, why is that? Everybody, like, the movement. That was a good night and a bad night.
Yeah.
It was a good night because and Fat Joe, you weren't on the bill that night.
Yeah, Fat Joe brought me out.
Fat Joe was on the bill, brought French out.
Yeah.
And then when he's gonna do that record, because you know French walks out to the stage all slow, as the record is going through the crowd. go like the record's on. So I'm like, how's this gonna go down? Start ripping this place down. Jim, I know that night got
leave that alone.
No, I know. You know, we've moved on since, and we're in a better place and a good place since. But you're right, because that Webster Hall crowd was hard.
Crazy.
That's not a given in there. That's like a tunnel crowd.
Yeah, but that was before anything too. That was just like, you know, the build it from the ground up crowd, because they come out to support you and you're like, you know.
But I'm gonna tell you what else you had popping. And Bobby Trends used to always play this. The Mac.
Return to the Mac.
But yo,
yeah,
that was in the hood.
Yeah,
legendary.
Yeah,
it was a weird record you picked, because that record could have hurt you if you didn't do it right.
Yeah,
because it was so popped out. I was like, how do you make this record cool?
The only way you make it cool is get disrespectful on it.
Yeah.
That's how you bring it back to the hood.
Yeah, it was a good. You know they take that record. You know they would take that now, right? You know that, right? Like,
big time.
They would take that right now.
I might.
They would take it now.
You know, I was thinking about it the other day. Like all that vibe, and the Coke Wave joints and all that.
Funk Flex, Diddy, Ciroc Lounge. I mean, this models will be another. What do we call it? What do we call it? Ciroc Lounge slash studio.
Yes,
and by the way, my brother.
So quiet, I need to say something.
Yep.
Not me. I just was speaking out.
Yeah.
How's it feel, Diddy?
My brother Puff.
Pause.
My brother Puff ain't even know it was a Ciroc studio, and I'm the first one to do a first interview in a Ciroc studio. My brother Funkmaster Flex.
Originally, how this even came about is, I think I did the Meek freestyle, and Diddy called me. Listen, bro, what we doing? So, you know, we always take a little second with Diddy to kind of figure out where he's going, because I'm thinking like, well, which points is he talking about? I know I did a couple things this week. And he don't miss nothing, friends.
Nah.
Like, he don't miss. Sometimes like, but how does he? And then when it didn't happen at a certain time, he was like, yo, bro, what we doing? No, we on it. And you know, thanks to everyone here, you know, Angie Mae, Gwinnett. I don't want to miss any names. I know I'm probably missing a couple names, but Angie Mae, Gwinnett got together along with the people at Ciroc. We came up with a very good concept. This is our first Ciroc Studios, you know, mashup
today.
And I'm gonna tell you something, Diddy, that I ain't been able to tell you that I really love. Nori on Revolt TV is so mean, and gotta shout to DJ EFN. But I was surprised that got on Diddy's radar, because it was early, and I was like, hey. And then I'm gonna tell you when Diddy was on Drink Champs, because he think I wasn't watching him. About 3-4 Drink Champs in, they had the Ciroc spread. I'm like, these niggas was drinking 10, 15 different alcohols. All of a sudden, they just got Ciroc.
Every alcohol in the world was on that table.
Yeah.
Dominican rum.
They saying it, and then you wake up one episode, it's gone.
Yeah, all Ciroc.
And his shit is there. I was like, what? But I, not that I expected that, but I could see that. But putting that on television, you know, Diddy was very innovative, on time, and it was great to see a podcast transition into that.
Yeah.
I love, and as we're talking about, I'm gonna tell you, you know, I don't know who's hotter, because the Nori, DJ EFN, I said that right.
Yeah.
The Drink Champs is amazing. I really like Joe Buttons and DJ Academics. What's that called?
Oh, Everyday Struggle on Complex.
I love that show.
Yeah. Nadeska.
I always forget Nadeska.
Yeah.
What I love about is I love Joe's experience in the music business versus academics, millennial, new nigga energy. But I like it. I like it. Like I like it. I like their take on the same subjects. I think I love it. I think it's great. I think it's And no, look, I get bigged up in there sometimes. Sometimes I get torn down. I'm all right with it. You know what I mean? I'm all right with it. I think it's very good. It is what's the show on ESPN? It's like
First Take.
It's like First Take for our audience, for our celebrities. And listen, I love Ebro as well. I watch The Breakfast Club as well. You know, I don't show hate. I love anything on any platform that is elevating the game and the music and putting it on Front Street. I think it's a great thing. And, you know, we're going to leave it on that from the Ciroc Studio /lounge slash a lot of y'all don't matter.
No, we gotta give it up to all the new Snowfall, to the Queen of the South.
Wait. So
It's a new.
French
thing
put
going.
me on something too though.
Queen of the South, I'll put you on.
Yeah. You
watch it?
Yeah, no, I did it, but I wrote it down that I want to watch it.
Yeah, Snowfall is a new thing that we gotta do in Revolt.
Diddy, have you seen?
Ozarks.
Ozark.
Like that? You know, that's it.
Yes, I'm whispering now.
That's to be clear. Have you had a chance to see Snowfall?
Yes, I'm on everything early.
Oh, I love. What's that character in there? Franklin?
You ain't see Queen of the South though.
I did
That I didn't. I didn't see it yet. I wrote it down.
2 years ago.
No, you did not. It just came out.
I'm not a millennial. I grew up on television.
Yeah, there's a lot of interest. You know, it's funny about that because, you know, man, French, you were on that wave so early. Like, with the Cocaine City, you was on that wave like
We're bringing it back.
oh,
Bringing it back.
like you were on that wave early. And I guess,
we're bringing it back.
yeah, man.
But the thing we was doing was so crazy because, you know,
Ahead of
we
its
grabbed-
time.
We grabbed the real deal, like not the story. You make a whole, like we grabbed the real guys. They didn't even know it was a Boy George in the Bronx.
I
They
did
didn't
not.
even know like it was like there was real guys.
I knew from your DVD, and then I googled a little, got a little
We told you
information.
the first one with the Ferrari with he hit that button and that oil come out the back and like, you know, with the double, they call them 007 in the Bronx.
Where was that coming
Real
from?
Boy George.
What part
I'ma
of town
show
was he
people.
from?
You know who? Yeah, it was
What part of town was he from?
Yeah, from the Bronx. I don't know where he was from. I think it's probably like towards Westchester, right?
Cortland? Baron Cortland?
He had his face in his pool, the first one to do it, like back in the day, Spanish, you know, and solid. Never went in there, never ratted, never did nothing, just solid dudes.
And you know, we were talking about getting some different things done that we're working on, and you know, you definitely put that on the map early back then, even, you know, and not glorifying it. You know, French doesn't glorify it. He just, like, you know, puts it out there and straight.
Yeah, we just grabbed
shows
like
the kids.
we grabbed all the real dudes, especially Pee Wee Kirkland. He had an ill story, you know.
Especially how it's intertwined with the sports and the basketball.
Yeah, but we just found that whoever was still alive to tell a story, we gave them an opportunity to tell their story. You know.
That's the meanest thing. Like
when you hear the story from the guy's mouth,
it's different.
and it's totally different thing than somebody acting like him on a thing.
You know, it's when you hear. I guess because I've been doing these series, I've spoken to people on the phone, and the people I have spoken on the phone, including Guito, when I hear the slang, that early '80s slang words, it touches me someplace. A pause. It's just like that, and we're not condoning it, New York, ladies and gentlemen.
that's
and we
the thing.
understand that there's, you know, consequences that come with that, and those things weren't good for the community. We were just talking about truth, things that really happened. You know.
Yeah, it was. I can honestly say it was like 10% out of everybody that we interviewed that's still
Wish they would have been different.
that's still doing good. The whole 90%
Less.
lost years of their lives, like, you know, got fucked up some way somehow in it. You know what I'm saying? So that was the message at the end. Like, if this is what you want, you can have whatever years run you. You know what I'm saying? You can have, you know what I mean, as many years God will bless you, but just know, turbulence is coming.
Yeah, temporary or permanent.
You know,
it
so
depends.
it's always a message.
Absolutely. We here.
Thanks. Congrats
Ciroc.
on the first Ciroc studio, baby.